Gaza is a matchbox, and we're the matches inside of it. When the war started on Gaza, all the media was focused on us. Al Jazeera, Al Arabiya, and all the satellite channels were focused on Gaza, and the occupation wouldn't leave us alone. The whole world became busy with Gaza and what's happening in it. And then suddenly, Al Jazeera wrote, "Breaking news, death of Mohammed al-Hindi." And it wasn't normal, because that Mohammed, he's my uncle. He's my mother's brother. And it was the first time that I see the screaming move from live broadcast on the TV straight to the house. Screaming and yelling and tears and all of it mixed up together. And it moved from our house to the street. And then my mom fainted. A while later, the phone rang, and it was my second uncle calling to tell us that Mohammed was martyred. And he didn't even know that the whole world knew the news already. The television is awful. Before a person is shot, as the bullet is on its way to his chest, the television has already broadcast the news. But these days, all the channels are sitting idle, praying to God to send another war on Gaza so that they have work. Anyway, we all started crying bitterly for my uncle and remembering him and talking about him. And we kept talking about him for a long time, but then it started getting less because death became normal in Gaza. After the war, I stopped caring whether I lived or died. After what we saw in the war, I don't care about anything, because I think that each day I live is the biggest bonus, and that all the life that I live after the war is extra because I could have died at any second. And you know, I'm sick of the city, even though I love it, and I'm sick of the people too. Sometimes I feel that I know that 1.5 million people who are traveling, like changing scenes and faces. Because as soon as I wake up every morning, I see the electricity pole in my face. I wish I'd wake up one day and not find it there. Each day, Abu Ibrahim stands at the door of the supermarket, and Abed, the bean seller, is selling his beans, and Abu El-Abed is sitting at his door in front of the house, afraid that his house would run away. Abraham is standing with Hassan. I know the taxi drivers one by one. I know who takes you to the city, and I know who goes to the beach. It's just soul draining. But the only hour that's different in my life is the one when I come to theater practice. It became my work and my mission, and I wait for it impatiently. Without the theater, I would have gone crazy. When I grow up, I want to be a big actor. I loved acting since I was a kid, but any institution that I go to as a kid, they just threw me out a few days later. But this time, it's going to be different.
Mm.